Hey guys, today we have two vehicles at the same location. We're gonna have Mercedes CLS 450 as well as a Honda Pilot, both interior, exterior with one-step polishing. So yeah, let's get down to it.
What's gonna be the biggest struggle today?
Time.
Beating the sun?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. We're gonna blow out the interior right now. I just finished up the polish. We're letting it cure on the surface for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna wipe it all down, hit it with the bead maker. Wheels are done, tires are done. We'll do the wheel wells also while the polish is settling on the surface. Sal's starting on the interior. He's gonna do the blowout, vacuum, and then I'm gonna jump in and start exfoliating the leather in the door panels.
So what is this job? A full exterior?
This is a full detail on this guy. Full detail, and then this is the wife's vehicle. Husband's gonna come home with the Mercedes. We're gonna knock that one out too.
Interior detail.
Yeah, another full detail. So this one, they're both garage kept vehicles, so they're in pretty good condition. But this one, there was black paint. There's minor scratches here and there. Nothing crazy, but we're going to clean it up by giving it a one-step polish. I'm using a Rupes pad with my Rupes Mille and Rupes Uno polish. So it's all Rupes right here. So light polish, so very light abrasion on the surface, more of a finish than anything. And we're gonna leave protection behind with the Uno and the bead maker.
Hey man, so 2 o'clock.
Yep.
You think you'll finish before it gets dark at 4:30?
Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. We probably got about an hour on this one, and then the other one will give us 2 hours. So we should be right on time.
So, how long have you had this customer, Joe?
This is new. It's a first-time client.
How we have about you. Wait, let me guess. Word of mouth, they got referred.
Yeah, we were actually working. We have another client that lives straight ahead, and that client, they saw us working on that client's car, and it's a black Escalade, ceramic coated. It's real nice and clean. You know, we did all the work on that, and he saw us doing a maintenance wash on it, and he was just like, I want you guys to do my cars.
Yeah.
You know, so
he hit you up, first-time client. What's the first thing he asked?
he asked. They always ask if we're mobile and if we're local. So, you know, we do all that. Yes, of course. You know, this and that. And then he just asked, you know, what's your availability like? You know, some of them don't even ask about pricing. This one, he took a card. This was probably about over a month ago, and then he called me 2 weeks ago to set up an appointment. Actually, no, it was about a week and a half ago, and we set them up, got them all in the schedule, and here we are.
All right, Joel, so you put in the bead maker, but you're starting to see that. What's going on?
Yeah, so with bead maker, it's very, very touchy when it comes to temperature. So if you're not applying it at a certain temperature range, you're gonna have a lot of difficulties removing it. It's either gonna start curing on the surface, it's gonna flash on the surface, or it's gonna leave heavy streaks and blotching. So I'm experiencing the heavy streaks and blotching because the temperature is dropping right now. It's getting cold. So what's happening is it's leaving me with all these blotchy areas in the paint. So I obviously don't want to keep rubbing it out super hard. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go over it with the paint prep to remove the bead maker, and then I'm gonna have to go back over it with the Dream Maker because the Dream Maker doesn't give me these issues. This is one of the reasons I carry both, the Dream Maker and bead maker for, you know, situations.
How you learn this?
Just,
I'm sure the first time you used bead maker and you went through this problem, did you already know what to do, or you're like, you know?
Oh, the first time I did it with bead maker, it drove me nuts because I kept reapplying more bead maker. I thought I was just doing it wrong, or I needed to change the method of application, maybe put it on the towel and then do the wipe down. But I ended up finding out that it's just not friendly with certain temperature ranges. So if you stand back here, you can still kind of see.
Oh, I see it.
See it? See all that blotchiness?
Yeah.
That's a good example of what happens with bead maker when it's applied to the surface at a certain temperature range.
So what should you have done differently
I should have done a quick test spot and wiped it off and seen if any of that was left behind. But just in the short amount of time of me doing the hood, getting around here, it started to do it worse, but the temperature is getting colder and colder. So as it gets cold, you know, probably in the next hour, I won't be able to use BeadMaker at all because it's just gonna flash on every surface and I'm gonna have blotchiness that you have to apply pressure to get it out. But I'm not gonna be applying pressure. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to just hit it with the paint prep real quick, give the entire vehicle a paint prep wipe down, remove all the BeadMaker, and then just throw the DreamMaker on it. This is gonna remove all the polishes, waxes, and sealants that are on the surface. So I'm just gonna lightly massage this in. I'm not putting any pressure. Then I'm gonna flip my towel over. Some lint.
Okay, Joe, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this paint prep?
Yes.
Is it for detailing, or did you have to go to like a paint store?
Oh no, this is made by P&S. It's basically prepping the surface for any type of coating, any kind of sealant, anything that you're gonna put on that's gonna maximize protection on the surface of your paint. You wanna put this on first and clean the car off. Even after you wash a vehicle, if you're gonna polish, I like to spray this on too so you don't have any residues or anything from the soap. Some soaps have waxes, so you don't have any of that coming in between your polishing pad, your polish, and the surface of the paint. You wanna be able to, you know, polish a clean surface without any kind of residue on it from your leftover soap. Or when you're putting a ceramic coat on, this is gonna help adhere to the paint surface itself instead of any polish that you had beforehand. So all the products I'm gonna be using, guys, today in this video, you can find on the links below. So make sure that you check those links. Yeah, paint surface prep, BeadMaker, interior cleaner, everything here is all in the links below.
All right, Joel, it's 3 o'clock, man. What else you gotta do over here?
We're gonna pull this one forward. Once Sal's done with the glass, it's gonna go into the garage. This Mercedes is gonna come out here and we're gonna get busy.
How's it looking, Joel? First impressions?
It's not too bad. It does need a light leather exfoliating, but it doesn't look like I'm assuming it's not a daily driver because it's in pretty good shape. He said there were spots and areas that he wanted me to get, but I'm not seeing any staining. I'm seeing some damage here that's caused by friction, just rubbing, you know, it rubbed off the leather here on the edge, but I'm not seeing anything crazy. Okay, so here's an example of sometimes when the vehicle is already cleaner than usual, but at the same time, you're having to work a little bit harder. It's not just because you see the vehicle and you look at it like, oh, it's not that bad. A client that's getting a vehicle detailed at this level is expecting perfection because the vehicle is already clean. It's cleaner than 95% of the cars that I do. And a lot of the vehicles that I do are pretty clean. And I'm talking, it's cleaner than most of my maintenance cars. So the customer is gonna have high expectations on this vehicle. So this is the time where you don't cut any shorts. Like you don't do no shortcuts. You make sure that there's no half stepping in the processes, that you're staying on track, because mentally it can kind of mess with you. Oh, it's not that bad, so I don't need to work on it as that much. But a client that's this particular and this clean with their vehicle, they're gonna notice any little thing that's left over. So it's very important. Sometimes with the vehicles that look cleaner, I take even more time than the ones that are like the disaster details, because you wanna make sure that there's nothing left for them to call you out on and there's nothing there for them to notice, you know, when they're expecting it to be perfect.
you spraying right there, Joel?
It's the iron decon, so the fallout remover. I'm gonna put it underneath the actual soap. We're gonna soap it up after we do this. Car's already been the first soap, so now we're going to activate this underneath the soap, give it an extra little clean, little boost.
Joel, seems like you're pretty much done, man.
Yeah. We're just gonna knock out the windows. Got everything clean. Nice looking car. You know, I didn't have time to appreciate it while we were washing it, but it looks good. It looks good.
How much you charge for this?
For both vehicles, it's gonna be 700.
It's a good day today, man.
Yeah, we did 700 plus 550, and that's before tip. So, you know, we'll yeah, good day, good day. A lot of work, but it was a good day. All right, guys, so there you guys have it. 2 cars, 1 location. Mercedes all dialed in. Honda Pilot dialed in as well. So that wraps it up. Total for these 2 together, 700. Those were exterior and interior details. So if you like the content, guys, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.